So I drew a diagram of what the top is going to be like. So it's literally just going to be a rectangle. This will be the width. This is going to be wrapped around your body. So the colors, I'm thinking of doing a strip of green and then a chunk of purple and then a tiny strip of beige and another strip of purple, and then the rest of the top will just be green. And then for the top stripy part, that will be for the bust area only. So this is not drawn to scale. These are the colors that I will be using: green, purple and beige. So let's get started. So first off, a slip knot and then slide it onto your hook. Then we're going to do a chain. So a chain is a yarn over and pull the loop through. So there's not really a set number of these that you have to do. You just got to make sure that this is wide enough to wrap around your body, like however wide you want your top to be, because this is going to be the width of our top. So I just finished my chain and it's about 62 centimeters long, and this is like wider than the front half of my body, but it wraps around the back a little bit, which is what I want. Now once you get your desired length chain, you're going to do 2 more chains, and then you're going to start double crocheting back. So yarn over, and then you're going to insert your hook onto into the third stitch. So we've got first stitch, the second stitch, and then that's the third stitch right there. So we're going to insert our hook into there, pulling up a loop. Then you're going to yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through another 2 loops. So that's your double crochet, and the 3 stitches here is to make up for the height of the double crochet. So now I'm going to yarn over again and then insert my hook into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. So that's your double crochet. You're going to keep on doing this until you reach the other end of your row. So I've just done my first row of double crochets in green. Now I'm going to go into my second row. So to do that, you're going to be chaining 2 to make up for the height of the double crochet, turning your work over, and then you're going to yarn over and insert your hook not into the first stitch but into the second stitch, but only in the first loop. So, and then you just do your double crochet, which is just that. So basically you're going to be inserting, you see how there's 2 loops, so you're only going to be inserting your hook into the back loop, so like this, and then you can see that the front loop is still there. I do this because I think this makes my stitches taller, so you'll be using less yarn, and I don't have much yarn left. And you're going to repeat this until your top, so your rectangle, is long enough to cover your bust area, and then we're going to switch to a less dense stitch for the body. So I've just done my 2 rows of green double crochets. Now I'm going to change to my color purple. So of course it's going to be a slip knot, slip it on your hook, then I just pull it through, and then I do 2 chains like how we usually would. And now you can just continue on with your double crochets. So inserting your hook into the back loop of the second stitch, and then I like to tuck the end of my yarn behind like this, so it sort of like gets crocheted in, so it doesn't it's not like poking out, flying everywhere, you know what I mean. So now you can just continue on with this. Obviously you don't have to change your color, but I was going to, so I figured might as well show you guys how to do it. Now you just repeat the same thing as before. I've just changed color again, and so the rectangle up here, this is for your bust area, so the stitches are going to be a lot closer than the bottom half of this top. So now we're going to be using a slightly different stitch. So I've got my chain of 3 for changing colors and going into a new row, and then now I'm going to start off with a double crochet. So yarn over, and then I'm going to insert my hook into the next stitch, only the back loop of the next stitch, and then I'm going to tuck my 2 loose ends behind, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's a double crochet. Now I'm gonna actually do 2 chains, and then I'm going to do another double crochet, not in the next stitch but in the stitch after, so should be that one there. Then I'm going to insert my hook into the back loop and then pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. So again you're going to do a chain of 2, so 1, 2, and then you're going to double crochet into the stitch after the next stitch, so here, like so. And this will be the stitch that you're going to be doing for the rest of the top. As you can see, there's holes in this between stitching, so it's going to use less yarn and it's going to look like the top I'm trying to recreate. So now you just have to do this until you reach your desired length for your top. I don't think I filmed a clip on how to get into the next row with this new sort of stitching, so I'm going to do that now. And basically once you're done, you're going to do a chain of 3, so 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to turn our work around. Oops. So we're now crocheting from right to left again. And now you can just continue on with your double crochet, chain, double crochet, so to the first loop. For the next row, you actually want to be double crocheting from in between the chains instead of on top of a double crochet. So I'll show you guys how that works. So I've done my chain, and then I'm going to yarn over and then insert my hook into that big gap, and then double crochet from there. So yarn over and then going to insert my hook into the gap, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So I've just done like everything, I'm happy with the length of my top and everything, so I'm going to cut in my yarn. So after the last double crochet you just want to do 1 more chain and then cut the yarn, then pull the tail through, tighten the knot, and you can just trim that one later on. So this is our top. It's basically just a rectangle, and now we're going to make some straps. After you've finished your top, you're going to get bobbin pins or just any sort of pins, anything that could mark where you want your straps to be. So I did this by placing this piece of crochet against my body and then just putting the pins like where I wanted my straps to be. Then taking 3 strands of yarn, so I'm using 2 of the beige color and 1 of the purple, so this is what it's going to look like, our strap. If you think this is too thick for your liking, you could always do 2 strands or just 1. That's totally fine. You still follow the same steps as I'm about to show you. So first you're going to do a slip knot, like so, and then grabbing your top, you're going to place your hook into the double crochet where you want the strap to be. So now placing your slip knot onto your hook, you're going to pull it through, and then you're just going to do a chain. That's just how I'm going to be doing my strap. And this is what it should look like, and you're just going to do this until you think your strap is long enough. So once your strap is long enough for you, you're just going to cut the tail of it and then pull all the strands through and then tighten the knot. You can, and also I'm just going to trim this, beautiful, and that's your strap. And for the other strap, it's pretty self-explanatory. You've done it once before, so you would know how to do it now. If you like forget a part or something, you could always go back and rewatch that segment of the video. So I'm not going to include the second strap on how to do it again. So this is the final product, and my straps were like really long because I didn't realize the front half was going to be like as stretchy as it was. So definitely take that into consideration when you're making your own. And I'll put some clips of me wearing the top in the next bit.